channel. If you're new here, I'm Shimere. Thanks for joining me today. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. You guys, today I just had to get in on this topic, okay? I was like, you know what? I'm already real comfy and cozy. I got my glass of wine here. This is just some barefoot rosé. So I was like, let's have a discussion because I've been seeing red flags, red flags, red flags, and more red flags, okay? The red flags are all over the place. They're all over Instagram, on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I have a few things to say, and I feel like I have a few red flags that, you know, I could tell you guys about. So I said, why not get comfy, have a glass of wine, and let's just have a discussion, okay? So these are in no certain order, just, you know, what I could think of and what I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, so let's just jump right into these red flags in relationships. Some of these are red flags for men, some are red flags for women, really both, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of the red flags that we have for men, ladies, let's talk about it. A lot of the red flags that we have for men, well, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Let me be correct here, okay? A lot of the red flags we have can go both ways. You know, they just kind of differ in some ways based on what the red flag is. So, yeah. Let me take a sip and let's get started. That's good. First up, a red flag. I feel like it's a really important red flag. Is if a man does not have respect or treats his mother or grandmother or the women around him badly. Like if he doesn't respect his mom, his grandma, like to be really truthful with you all, I feel like if he doesn't almost like put his mom and his grandmother and the women that's closest to him, especially like if another woman raised him, you know, that wasn't his mom, maybe it was an aunt or something like that, I feel like men should hold them to a higher standard. Now, of course, there are always times when, you know, there could be like you're dating someone who has a mom or something like that, or the person who raised them, they have issues due to like drugs or things like that, and maybe they just don't have a relationship. But at the same time, even if they do and like that's the case, I feel like they should be respectful. So for me, I just feel like if a man is not respecting his mom or his grandmother and he can talk to them any kind of way or treat them any kind of way or just do little slick stuff to them, like run, because you're definitely like you're on the list to get it too. Like if he's not respecting his mom or his grandmother, what makes you think that long term he's gonna really have the utmost respect for you? And I feel like that's definitely a key in a relationship. I'm sorry, you want, you know, a man that's going to respect you and have respect for you. So, you know, if he's talking to his mama crazy, we just bye, go ahead, you know, on to the next, okay? Another red flag that I can think of is, you guys, I mean, you would think it's common sense, but some people, you know, they just don't be knowing. So let's just tell them about it, okay? I feel like another red flag is if you're with someone who basically doesn't have a problem with being lazy when it comes to their personal hygiene, okay? So really and truthfully, if you're with someone who, let's say maybe they are outside a lot for things, you know, like they like to work on things, or maybe they have a job that, you know, requires them to be out. They might get dirty, they might get sweaty, you know, that sort of thing. But like if you have a man or a woman, because you know some women work outside and things, if you're in a relationship with someone who, you know, gets dirty and tends to just kind of lounge around in the filth and not feel the need to really freshen themselves up, it's like, you know, almost like if you didn't say something, they'll kind of let it slide without taking a bath or something like that. I feel like that's a red flag, okay? And it's because, first of all, number one, you should want to smell good, okay? Like that's just it. You should want to be clean, okay? Cleanliness is next to godliness, okay? You should want to be clean. But I just feel like it's like signs of laziness that could come in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like if you are too lazy when you get home to want to be like, okay, let me freshen up, let me get myself fresh before I start doing everything, like before I start sliding around in slippers, like, you know, and see, that's another laziness thing to me too. Like, if you can't even pick up your feet, so if you're sliding around in your slippers for hours and you're like visibly dirty or like really stink, you know, that's a red flag. Okay, so I feel like in the future things might come up and that person is just gonna be lazy about stuff. Like, if something goes on with their job and they have to get another one, they might really just take all year to figure out what they're gonna do with themselves, because, you know, they're just that lazy. You know, they have that lazy spirit on them. So I feel like watch out for that. Okay, you want to be with somebody who is like, you know, motivated to be clean. I mean, that's a basic thing. Something else I feel like, you know, we need to start acknowledging, well, not we, because, you know, I'm not worried about any of these red flags. Okay, like I'm good where I'm at. But I feel like some of you guys that are dating, okay, some of you guys that are dating, and you may even be in long-term relationships, but the thing is one red flag for me is if you start dating someone and for some reason they don't want you to meet their child's mom or their child's dad. So if they're having this I have a baby mama but you can't meet her type of situation going on, and for some reason, you know, or vice versa, like she has a baby daddy but, you know, you can't meet her child's father, okay, because he's busy or this or that. They always have some type of excuse to why you all can't be around each other or anything like that. Like, if you're gonna make the relationship serious, I feel like at some point you're going to want to just have a simple sit down. It doesn't have to be anything serious, but like a simple sit down, especially if there are children and you're going to be a part of the children's lives, or that's where you think it's going in the future. You know, you should be able to meet said other parent, okay? So if they're coming up with all kinds of excuses like why you can't meet the other person, red flag. And I think it's a red flag too, because like, are you messing with her? Are you messing with him? Like, does she know that you're in another relationship? Okay, does he or she know that you're with somebody, or does he or she think that you guys are still together? Like, you need to be open and honest and be able to meet someone. So if you're dating someone, or and I wouldn't say that like, okay, you went on a date with someone and you're 2 dates in, you want to meet the other person. Like, no, slow your roll. I'm not saying that, but you know, if you guys have been on quite a few dates and you've gotten to the point to where you're about to meet the child, or you have already met the child, I feel like, you know, you should be able to meet the child's mother or father. That's just in my opinion, okay? Another red flag that I would say would be if you start dating someone and you notice that every time you guys go out, and you go out to either a bar or a club or just out anywhere, if they always have so many drinks that they become a sloppy drunk, like every time you go out, that's a red flag. Like, you need to run, okay? Because I just feel like there's nothing wrong with going out and, you know, having a drink. And of course, I'm pretty sure everybody's had a night to where, you know, you might have had just a little bit too much, and, you know, I know that can happen. But if like you're literally throwing up and hungover like every time you guys go out, I feel like that's a red flag. Like, you should not be sloppy drunk all the time. It's like, okay, come on now. Especially when you're like really grown, I need you to have it together. Like, I need you to be able to go out and have a good time and know when to like dial it back, reel it in, okay? So that's definitely a red flag that I feel like works for both men and women, okay? Because anybody, you can go out and have a good time, but like, let's not get sloppy drunk, okay? As I take a sip of wine. Okay, so another red flag for me, you guys, I feel like I'm one who's very understanding, okay? I am one who will, we can work on this together. We can grow together, okay? I can help you. I can, like Beyonce said, okay? I can upgrade you. Like, I can help you with certain things. But I feel like it's a red flag if you start dating someone, and this one I'm gonna put a little bit of an age range on it, okay? If you start dating someone and they're at least 25, like 25 and up, and simple things like their telephone or in like family members' names, a little bit of a red flag. Because I just feel like by 25, you might not have it all the way together. You might not have perfect credit. You might not have the best, thing going on credit wise. But I feel like by 25, you should have it together enough to be able to get that phone in your name. Now, if you need a co-signer for your car or something like that, and you still working a little bit, I understand that. But that telephone, you need to either be responsible enough to get like some type of plan to where it doesn't require that and you can just get it yourself. But like your phone, if we're 25 and up and you're calling me, I'm gonna need for your phone to, for it to say your name, not like everybody else's name on it. Just saying, when you're younger, I get it. We could work with it because you might still be working through some things. But 25 and up, yeah. Another red flag for me would be someone who just doesn't ever want to go to the doctor. If we're adults and we're grown and you just don't ever want to get a checkup in general at all, I feel like that's a red flag, okay? And let me tell you why. I understand that there are a lot of people who just don't like doctors, don't like dentists, don't like to do any of that, okay? I get it. But if we're grown, I'm gonna need you to get at least that yearly checkup, okay? Because if we're gonna make this serious, okay, for those of you who are out there who are dating and you're thinking about being serious with someone, like you're really envisioning like, okay, we might get married. I can see myself having kids with this person. I need for you to take care of yourself and go to the doctor, because no, you're not about to check out on me all early and leave me with these kids and this house and everything else to maintain because you didn't want to go to a simple checkup, which could have shown you some things and helped you be in the best health, okay? See, you have to watch stuff like that because, especially once you have kids and stuff, I'm sorry, no, I need you to be in tip-top shape, okay? This is a team effort. Okay, so just like I'm gonna, keep a check on my health and make sure I'm being as healthy as I can be, I need you to do the same thing. So that's for men and for women, okay? You need to be willing to at least get a simple checkup, okay? Just bottom line. Like phobias, fears, whatever, you're gonna have to overcome those to stay in some type of basic health, okay? So another thing that kind of goes along with the whole, being a certain age and not really taking responsibility for your credit and things like that would be if you're an adult and you don't really know how to take care of your basic needs. Like let's say you were in a previous relationship and now you're in a new relationship, and you've met this person, they're in a new relationship with you, and they don't know like the basic stuff. For instance, they are like unsure when it's time to pay certain bills or, get stuff for their vehicle, things like that. Like they don't know how to pay their basic bills and stuff because they let other people do it for them for so long. Like, at some point we have to grow up and we have to be adults and we have to know our own business and take care of our own financial business, okay? So I need you to know where to pay your car note. I need you to know who to pay your rent to, how to extend your lease if you're leasing something. Like, I just need you to be grown enough to know that you have to grow up and figure it out, okay? So I feel like, it goes both ways. If you're with someone and they're grown, It's a red flag if they don't know how to take care of their simple task. Just saying. Another red flag that I feel like a lot of people just don't even pay that much attention to, but to me, for some reason, I guess maybe it's because of the type of shows that I will watch. And you know, when you watch like crime shows and documentaries and stuff like that, and you go to finding out about like people who, you know, have the tick and have the issues, a red flag that comes up in my mind is if you're with someone and they are mean to innocent little animals for no dang on reason, okay? Like, if I'm with you and you see like a random dog or cat and you decide to do something mean to it, like, oh, just kind of, you know, toss it around or like kick it or just be mean to an innocent animal for no reason, that's a red flag. Like, run, girl, run. Like, run, okay? Nobody should be being mean to little innocent animals who didn't do anything to them, okay? So, red flag, run. Another red flag for me, and honestly, you guys, it's probably really petty, is if you're with someone who won't share their food when you go out to eat. Now, I'm not saying, now it's a red flag if they just want to take all of your food, of course, but I'm saying share like a taste, okay? So if you're with someone who like really won't even let you have like a small bite of the food, like if you just want a little taste, like, you know, the shrimp looks really good on your plate, can I get just a little teeny taste? If they don't want to let you do that, like, I feel like that's kind of mean. And I mean, I might be being petty, but to me, that's a red flag, okay? So that's going in my list of red flags. I'm just saying, because I like to try other people's food sometimes. I don't want to eat all your food, but if I want a little taste, like, you could be nice and let me have a taste, okay? Another red flag, okay? Came up with another one for you guys, okay? Wait, shoot, I forgot that quick. Hold on. What was it? Oh my God, the little wine is getting me. Wait, what was the red flag? It's like on the tip of my tongue. Did I really forget the red flag that quick? Hold on, let me think real quick, you guys. Let me think. That's what it was. Okay, so you guys, another red flag. Okay. See, if you get with a guy and you notice that they like and comment on every single girl's Instagram and Facebook post and like every bikini pic they see, and they're all up under it with all type of comments and stuff like that, like for everybody and for everything, like, it's giving very much thirst bucket for me, okay? And I just feel like you don't want that. Red flag, okay? Because, like, what were you doing all day? Like, how did you even have time to comment and post under everybody's stuff? Like, how did you have time to like every woman that you saw? You know? Red flag. Because he's looking too much. Like, you're paying way too much attention to everybody else, and I feel like that's being very thirsty, okay? So for me, that would definitely be a red flag, okay? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the few red flags that I just wanted to give to you right quick. I just wanted to, you know, just have a quick little chat about it since it was on my mind. But what I really want you to do is comment and let me know some red flags that you want to share. Like, what are the red flags for you? What are the red flags that, you know, get you going like, I'm gonna run the second I see these things, okay? So comment down below. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, okay? It's fun over here. We have wine and we talk about red flags, okay? So subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.